Welcome back to Once Upon a Weekend, where there's always adventure if you know where to look and as long as we're together. This adventure, we arrived by car. However, we can't take our fur baby, and she's never happy about that. So it's just Brian and I, and we are traveling south on Interstate 75. Where do you think we're headed? It's one of our favorite weekend getaway spots. If you've guessed it, if you guessed sunny Florida, you are correct. 3 hours later, we arrive at Flamingo Crossing Village. These are the Flamingo Crossing hotels. There's a couple of Marriott brands, a couple of Hilton brands. We can recommend pretty much all 4 of those Marriott hotels we've stayed at, and the 2 Hilton ones are very nice as well. Very nice area. It's not very touristy, but there is a college program nearby. There's a baby Target. By baby Target, we mean one of the smallest Targets you've ever seen, but everything you probably need is there, and it's a very quick and easy in and out. There's a 24-hour Walgreens there. There's a gas station, and also there's an emergency room. There's a couple of eating areas like Starbucks, a lovely place called Capri. There's a variety of places to choose from. We are entering the Walt Disney area via 429 and Western Way. We have just exited 429 and we're getting on to, this is Western Way. I left this part in the video because I wanted you to see this is 10:30 on a Thursday night, and what traffic, look at the left lane, what traffic can look like. So when you come to Disney, just know that you can have fun, but you have to set your expectations accordingly. This is a very crowded place. There is a way to get away from the people, but sometimes you're going to have to be in crowds, and you're going to have to wait, and you're going to have to do traffic. So just set your expectations. Don't let that ruin your trip, because this is indeed the most magical place on earth, and it is totally worth it. And that's what this video is for, to help you set your expectations and plan accordingly. We are staying at the Swan Resort. This is one of our favorite resorts. It is a Marriott brand, but it is a deluxe Disney. And I'm going to do a full walkthrough. See where that arrow is? That is where the parking lot is. So Brian's driving around to the front. This is where the way you're going to go when you arrive. Straight ahead, all of those lights, that is actually the Boardwalk Resort. And the canal, you can see the water there that takes you over towards Hollywood Studios. You're also going to get to see a little peek of the bus stop area where you're going to wait for the bus and use the bus there. There's also cars right there. Those are the valet parking for this hotel. I love this hotel. Now, when our kids were little, this was not one of our favorite hotels, but now it's just Brian and I. We love it here. I mean, look at this gorgeous lobby. Who doesn't love a great holiday display and setup after a warm welcome home? I just love these bunnies. All right, here's a little more Easter decorations you're going to see at the Java, which is the coffee shop right here inside the Swan lobby. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And who doesn't love a wall of wine? Why not, right? Okay, so I'm going to take you back out to the front, and we're going to do a full walkthrough. So if you don't want to hear a full walkthrough, please feel free to fast forward. But the reason and purpose for this is because so many people ask us, do you recommend we stay here? Oh my goodness, guys. Travel choices, hotel choices are so personal to your travel style, who you're traveling with, what you like to do, your personal preferences. I cannot tell you if this is a good hotel for you personally or not. I can only tell you what I love about it, and I can give you a walkthrough so you can have a visual understanding of what it's like to be there, and you can imagine yourself there, whether you're going to feel pleasantly accommodated or you're going to feel stressed and full of anxiety, and this is not a good place for you. Now, this is the very front of the hotel where there's like a beautiful fountain there. I'm showing you the canal again. That's the way to Hollywood Studios. boardwalk again. All right, you're going to see a fountain there. It is totally not necessary for you to come walk this way to enter the hotel, but I wanted to show you this because it's a great place to take a family photo, selfies, and document your trip. Don't miss it out. Now this building straight ahead, that is the convention center area. Most of the time you won't really use that, but I'm going to show you how you might want to use it in inclement weather. Alright, so you would just, instead of walk towards the fountain, you're just going to kind of continue from the parking lot this way. Walk, 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 and you can see the bus going by right there. That one is designated for Swan, Dolphin, and the Swan Reserve, which is, all three are the Marriott brands, but they're on Disney property, and they are considered deluxe. They come with, for us it's totally worth it because you can snag these at a better rate than most of the Disney Deluxe hotels. Now, not quite as cheap as you will get the Value Resort or even a Moderate Resort sometimes, but it's totally worth it to us because you get all the perks and benefits of a deluxe resort. Also, what makes it clutch for us is the location. Location, location, location. We also earn Marriott points for this, and I get some free nights sometimes. But again, there are drawbacks. Not every room has enough space for a family. So it really depends on your needs. I do have a couple of videos up of walkthroughs of rooms. Most of the rooms are standard hotel rooms or deluxe rooms for you. Most of them do not have a lock-off bedroom. I do have an upcoming video for you. It's going to have the presidential suite and it has a lock-off bedroom. Most of them don't have that. So if that's important to your family, for you to be able to come back, take a nap, rest, get away from each other, just kidding. No, like sometimes you do need your space and your quiet time, your downtime. If that's important to you, this hotel might not be right for you. And you can see this is where you wait for the bus. And there are benches to wait there. It's fully covered. It's not enclosed, but it's fully covered. There is a board just like at the Disney brand hotels that tells you the way to get to each park and each location that you're trying to get to. It does not have the estimated wait times until the bus arrives like the Disney brands do. Now, as you walk back up, you can see that it's covered, and if you stay on this path, you can walk all the way back up to the front of the resort or to the front of the lobby. You don't have to get wet. If it's pouring down rain, I'm showing you there, you just turn left and you just kind of keep following along. So it's very convenient to me. So I'm walking you back up to the front of the lobby. You can actually see it looks like either bell services or valet there. The bell services are, you can see the little bell cart right there, so it's right there. I'm going to show you later in the lobby of where the valet services are. Where to, like when you need your car, where do you go? Give them, where do you go call for your car or go to ask for your car? Look at this lobby. It is Easter time, and I just love it. I can't help it. I love that so much. Okay, so back to the amenities of the resort. There is an on-site right here in the lobby, like a little sundry shop, a little gift and sundry shop there. You're going to find your essentials and Disney t-shirts, and this is all Disney licensed brand items there. Across the way, that's the check-in, and then right next to the gift shop is the Java again. They do have a few sandwiches, mostly coffees and things. This is the little lovely Easter decorations and the wall of wine. Why not a wall of wine, right? Who doesn't love that? It's just a beautiful a lobby and place to hang out. Now I'm actually going to walk you through and show you what's in the lobby and what the distance of walking to the elevators and getting around the hotel is like. So the east elevators are probably the least used elevators in my opinion. There's the concierge, how do you say it? Concierge desk. I hope I'm saying it right. If not, I'm sure you guys will let me know. There's also waiting areas with little sofa areas. It has lots of little charging ports and little tables. Just a place where you can, if you have to check out of your room early, or if you arrive early and your room's not ready, or you just need a place to hang out and chill, get some work done while your family's up in the room, you can always come here. I saw some little children playing, so of course I panned away, trying to be polite. You have several sofas. Now this is where you're going to call your car. That is where the valet services was, that little desk. There was no one there. Another photo op for you, and we're going around to the elevators, the east elevators. Oh, I ran into her, but she was so polite. Here are the elevators, and then you're going to see the doors to a courtyard. I love that courtyard. Y'all, they are super underutilized. It's another great place to, actually that is not the courtyard, is it? No, it is. It is the courtyard. I'm so sorry. I'll show y'all that in a minute. There's two courtyards. There's one on the west side, there's one on the east side. And I'll show you. They're very underutilized, and it's a great place to hang out and just feel like you're in a quiet oasis. Now I love this lobby, the beautiful Swan fountain, and you can hear this. It's just very peaceful to me because you can hear the fountains flowing, and then overhead you have that lovely. It looks like fresco painting, maybe something like that. Another sitting area with lots of chairs, charging ports, sofas. There's the shot of the Java again, and they have like different little pastries, snacks, etc. that you can pick up. I'm showing you some of the charging ports there. And there's some below the sofa and little banquette sofas and things. You can either sit here when you're eating from Java, more charging ports, those are important. You can either just sit and chill and relax and wait for your room to be ready, or take a breather, or you can sit there while you're eating. There's a business center if you have some items you need to get printed or do some business. You have there. There's an ATM. This is on the west side. Those are the elevators to your right there, and I'm just going to go straight. I'm going to show you probably, I think first, oh yes, I show you this little area. There's the elevators. Yes. If you forget some of your essentials, of course you can ask at the front desk, but there's this little cool CVS vending machine dispenser. Right now it happens to be offline, and I've seen it be offline more than one time, but it has some of your essentials. You don't even have to leave your hotel to get them. Now here's a still shot. You can kind of get an idea of what is in there. Sunscreen, cold, flu, cough, pain medicines, shaving supplies, personal toothpaste, deodorant, personal supplies such as those. And once upon a time they had diapers in there, but I don't see them anymore. Now if you go straight ahead from here, this is taking you back to the conference center. Now the reason I put this in is because I wanted you to see that it is covered, and they don't block you from going through. As far as I know, there is no restriction, even though this is the conference center area. There's no restriction in keeping you to pass through and walk through. If you keep going straight up this hallway, there's the conference center. But if you keep going straight up this corridor or hallway, it'll take you back out to the front where the parking lot is. So if it's like pouring down or just inclement weather, you don't have to walk in the pouring rain quite so far. I'm showing you, if you keep going up there to the tippy top, that's where you kind of exit out into a little courtyard. There's the conference center. And then that door that I was looking out, that was kind of, it's actually back to the front where we came in, where we entered at. there was I believe a bus was parked right there, and a white truck was parked right there when we first walked in. Now, if you go back, you're back to the main lobby corridor. So you can walk back. This is, again, the west side. There's some restrooms there to your right. Those kinds of things are important to me. I don't know about all of you, but I, as a person who travels with a family where the others' comfort is very important, I need to know where the bathrooms are as well. I just think all the touches and appointments are so beautiful in this hotel. I'm sorry, I noticed the details, like the painting on the ceiling there and the shape of the ceiling, all of those things for some reason bring me joy. Now, we're walking down this corridor, and you can kind of see to your right, that is one of the courtyards that, and then on the left, you're going to see another courtyard. These are often very underutilized. Another hangout spot. You can come out there, enjoy your snacks, get away, take a quiet moment for yourself. Now, there is a couple of actual really nice restaurants here. This one is the Mulino, and I'm about to show you a montage of our experiences here at Mulino. Great memories, lovely food. I cannot recommend Mulino enough. All right, there is this called the Chill Bar, I think it's called. It has daiquiris and margaritas, drinks like that, but often it is closed in my experience. Now we're heading down this corridor across from Mulino. You're going to see Kimonos, which is Japanese and I believe Japanese fusion. They have tempura, they have noodles, they have sushi, lots of sushi. That's what they're known for, and karaoke. It is a beautiful, beautiful restaurant. The servers there are very attentive, and they have that Japanese custom of obsessing over all the details and obsessing over that you are satisfied and comfortable. Now, this restaurant has been closed for a long time. This one is called, I believe, Garden Grove, and it used to be, before 2020, it was a character spot. And I don't know if it was a buffet. I'm not sure of all the details, but now they have recently reopened it, and they're serving breakfast, I believe, and lunch. I don't know about beyond that. And it's just a beautiful place. It's on my list to give a try. The characters have not returned, but the restaurant has. Now, this resort has special occasions, and you can see they actually have their own bakery. This is another cool little spot to hang out, like when the Garden Grove is closed. You can come over here. It's pretty much, you can see there's no one sitting there. You can just sit there and relax out of the way, and you can have a quiet moment to yourself. Now, outside of these doors, I'm about to do a full walkthrough of the pools and the grounds. And if you see me kind of pan over to the side like that, it's because I'm trying to be respectful of other people, and they may not want to be on camera, and especially if it's children or someone in their bathing suit, I'm definitely going to pan over. So sorry if that feels uncomfortable. You can see these tents. There is a special event going on at this time. Gartner is the company, and they often use Swan and Dolphin for their events. So if you work for Gartner, if you're an executive at Gartner, guys, please give me a call because I want to work for you. I want to go to Disney on retreats and conventions if possible. I'm just kidding. All right, focus. Back on the tents, they're not usually there. That is just because there's a special event. Now I'm walking to the Swan pool, which is considered the quiet pool. This is where you're gonna, if I'm not in the park or we're not out to eat and it's daytime and the weather is nice, this is where you're going to find me. This is where I hang out and take my little naps, read my book, listen to some ASMR or some quiet music, listen to a novel or read my book. Just have a quiet moment. Now there were some people in the pool, so I didn't want to get too close, but you can see it's kind of like a standard lap pool. There are cabanas that you can rent, and I'm about to do a little walk over for those. All of these little fancy things and things that aren't so pretty, those and the tent and all those are normally not there. So this is a cabana you can rent. I do not know the price, but I will try to look that up and insert it somewhere on here. I do know that there's a little fridge and they bring you a server or a wait staff is there for you. There is a sofa and chairs, and there is a fan overhead, which can be quite important in the summertime. There's also a TV that comes with this cabana. I see that there are some floats and pool toys. Now, I've never seen anybody put those in the pool, but hey, I think it's included with the cabana. I am not 100% certain. There are curtains you can close for privacy. I have personally never rented a cabana. Now, I would consider it if I had my extended family with me, or if I had young children, or if, let's say my mother comes with me who has some assistance issues, or some mobility issues. So I would consider renting the cabana if she wanted to be out at the pool. I hope she does, Mama, if you're listening. Come with me. I'll get you a cabana, make you comfy. You'll have a good time. All right, you can see that there is a shower right there, or to rinse off from the pool. There is a pool bar right here. They make the drinks right here at the bar, but any food that you order I'm going to show you later in the video where that comes from. It's actually coming from the Dolphin pool bar, which is quite expansive. So just keep that in mind if you do order and they bring it over. Just, again, be patient. And I'm pointing out that these tents are not typically there, and that whole generator thingy and all of those supplies for staging for these conferences are not usually there. There's a heated spa there, or hot tub. And then it's called Fins and Feathers. It's a local brewery brand. I am not a beer drinker, so I can't comment if that's delicious, but they feature it throughout the Swan, Dolphin, and the Swan Reserve. There's other staging things that are typically not there. Either that has to do with the update renovations, or it's just a staging area for the convention. So none of that stuff will be there. This is the walkway that's taking you over towards the Dolphin and the Swan Reserve. This is how you get to your other pools and other amenities. Normally you can choose the multiple pathways to go on, but again, because of that convention, a lot of things are blocked off. These are normally not here. Again, you may be tired of me saying that, but I wanted you to know what to expect. Keep on walking, and you're going to get to the active pool, or the waterfall / water slide pool over at the Dolphin. Oh, I can't remember if I mentioned before that you can order the food in your chair back at the Swan pool. You can actually do it at any of these pools. Now, this is a deluxe brand, so just like most Disney brands, you can see on the right there, they're setting up, I've panned to the left, but towards the right, you can see they're setting up this temporary, is that called? When you show a movie, oh, screen, like a screen, you can see them doing it right there, the cast members there, setting that up. So they do the same. They usually have a movie on the lawn at the deluxe resorts, and they're setting that up. They have activities like campfire and marshmallow, etc. They have that each night. This is the more active pool, and you can see it has a big rock feature with a water fountain, and there's actually a slide in there. Different activities. There's lots of little stations set up for guest activities and children activities near the pool that you can do. We did walk by pool tables, ping pong tables. So if you ask a cast member or resort staff, they will assist you and bring you the materials that you need. You can see there's a volleyball net and beach area. And you can see more cabanas coming up straight ahead. That little tent thing, that's another cabana for you to rent if you would like. You can see the waterfall area that is quite beautiful. Kids love it. There is a slide. I think I can get you a view of that coming up soon. That hotel that you're looking at there, it looks like a fish. That is actually the Dolphin. Even though that is indeed a fish at the top, it's still the Dolphin Hotel. You see lots of umbrellas and lots of comfortable seating. You can see the little, there's the slide. You can see there's also to the left of the slide, kind of like you can go under inside the water and kind of go, it feels like kind of like you're in a cave or some swimming pool with cover. And there's also more chairs back there, so if you're not fond of the sun or sitting in the sun the whole day, this is the spot for you. Another area that has there's, I think, a hair braiding station, but also you have pool towels and the returns for those all along. Lots of trash cans, so you can, be comfortable and keep the area clean for everyone. This pool is more, I think it's more of a quiet pool area. It's kind of nothing exciting there. I don't know how, I don't think that it's like a kiddie pool per se. I think it's just a quiet area. Now this one is another lap style pool, but it is very close to the entrance for the Dolphin, and also that building that we're looking at straight ahead with the little kind of rotunda there, that is the Dolphin pool bar. That is where your food is going to come from. If you order food from the Dolphin pool or the Swan pool, that is where your food will be prepared, and they have to bring it all the way from this location all the way over to the Swan pool. And as you can see through this walkthrough, it is quite a good distance, so please be patient and kind to the servers if it takes a little longer than you expected, because they are serving a lot of people. Now if you want to go over to the Dolphin and sit down and enjoy your meal, they have lots and lots of tables and chairs. You can do that. Now this I'm showing you is the Swan Reserve. At the tip top is this place called The View. So it's a lookout, special occasion place. But I really enjoy the Swan Reserve. I'm not going to walk you through because this is already a very long video. But I am going to walk over towards the Swan Reserve, so you can get an idea of how long it would take you to get to Fantasia, which is a miniature golf place, and it's quite fun, and it's just there in walking distance from the Swan or the Dolphin or the Swan Reserve. There was a family with a baby, so I made sure to pan away. There was a special event going on, and there was some really loud music that's probably copyrighted. So that's why I have this voiceover. Honestly, throughout the grounds, it was quite loud and there was a lot of music playing and I was unsure if it was copyrighted. Now this is to the crossing, the traffic signal, the traffic light, and you can see the crossing there. There's a button to push, you can wait, and right over there, there's the Swan Reserve, but this building right here, that is actually where you're going to enter for Fantasia to play miniature golf. And it is an excellent little course. It's so cute. All right, turn around and we're back on our way back to the Swan. Now, something at the Swan pool I did not show you is the workout room or rec room. I think that there are some amenities there that you want to know about. Again, there's a spa, no one's there, so I was showing you that. It's accessible. There's an accessible lift there if you need it. This is the bar again on the Swan side. They do have their drinks that they fix there, but again, the food's going to come from all the way over from where we came from. Now, right here that we're looking at that door. That is where you go into the recreation room. If you're not interested in working out, it's okay, but there are some things that anybody who stays at the Swan would probably like to know about. You can see a towel return there. There are towels available to you. Now I'm going to walk in and I don't think there's anybody in there. You can get an idea of what kind of workout equipment they have. At this time, I believe there's not a soul in there, but there's a good bit of workout equipment and things that you can ask for on loan, like yoga mats. There's other workout equipment that you can ask for. Now in there's usually some cool or chilled towels. There's some dry towels, and then there's the return next to it. You can see the different equipment that they have available for your use. There are some other amenities that they have for you. It's the shower room right here. I'm going to walk that way. And also on the way to the shower room, there is a water cooler that's available to you. You can get, I believe, hot or cool water. So if you have a refillable cup and you're out at the pool, you get hot, you don't want to wait for someone to bring you water, you can come and refill your cup. And so this is the other way that you get to the shower room. It's got men and women's. This is from the outside coming from the pool. And it is now later. Brian's walking us from inside the Swan, and we've now come to the courtyard at the Swan, and he's walking us over to the Dolphin. So this is to give you an idea of how long it might take you and what type of distance it is to walk from the Swan to the Dolphin. Also in between is going to be the boat launch. So that's the transportation that you're going to use to Epcot and to Hollywood Studios. So we're actually on our way to the Dolphin to eat at one of our favorite restaurants. I will not go into that because that's a whole nother video. So while we're walking over and before we get to the boat launch, I want to explain why I would have taken the time to put so much emphasis on the restrooms, this like restroom, shower room / locker room off the pool. That's because you could possibly arrive before daylight early on your day of check-in, and you could pack a bag of all your essentials that you would need midday. Go ahead, arrive, check in at the desk, and on your way out to the parks, put your essentials bag in the locker room or in one of the free lockers there in the restroom / shower room there off the pool. And then when you get back, let's say you walk over to Epcot or Hollywood Studios and you come back midday, you're tired, you're sweaty, you're hot, you want to go to the pool, all your things are there. And all you have to do is go in there, and all your supplies that you need to take a shower are there. There's towels, shampoo, conditioner, hair dryers, body gel, bath cloths. Everything you need to be comfortable and freshen up is there in the shower room or the locker room, whatever you want to call it. And this brings us to the boat launch. This is your primary mode of transportation to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. It is wheelchair and scooter accessible, making it quite convenient to embark and debark the Friendship boat. It's about a 7 to 10 minute ride, a boat ride on the way to Hollywood Studios, probably more like 15 to 20 on the way to Epcot. It's a straight shot to Hollywood Studios, but on Epcot, when you're going to Epcot, there's several stops along the way. Now, we're on our way to Dolphin. While there are many reasons to love and visit the Dolphin, I'm not going to go into all of those, but some of our favorite places to eat are there, and it's certainly a gorgeous and beautiful hotel. It's also one not to sleep on. As you can tell, it's probably a 2 or 3 minute walk from the Swan to the Dolphin. Very convenient. Ooh, that was a lot. Okay, so if you are still here, oh my goodness, thank you. I can't believe it. Why are you still here? I'm just kidding. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's review. Is the Swan right for you? Who do I think the Swan would be a great choice for? Someone who's a Marriott Bonvoy member. If you frequent Marriott hotels and you collect those points, this is definitely worth your consideration. If you're a nurse, an educator, I believe it's also first responders, then there is a discount for you that might help make this an excellent value for you. If you're a pass holder, there's discounts available. AAA. If you want that deluxe feel at a great chance you're going to catch it at a moderate price, this is a great choice for you. If you don't need over-the-top Disney theming, this is a great choice for you. If you are going to Epcot or Hollywood Studios, this is a great choice for you. If you're going to Animal Kingdom, this is also a great choice for you because there's a bus that'll take you to Animal Kingdom, and actually the drop-off is a little bit to the right of the main gate, and it's actually closer, in my opinion, than the Disney buses are. If you're going to Magic Kingdom, you might want to be aware that the bus for Swan and Dolphin actually drops you off at the Ticketing and Transportation Center. It's not a deal breaker for me, but that might be a little frustrating for you, and it might be a deal breaker for you. If you're going to Disney Springs, the drop-off is at West End near Cirque du Soleil. I think it's a great drop-off. The regular Disney buses are in the center, but that I still like it. I think it's very convenient. It's at Disney Springs for me. If you're in a small party, this is probably a great choice for you. And if you're on a shorter trip, this could be an excellent choice for you. If you like to eat out often and you don't need a kitchenette or a kitchen, or you're not worried about saving money by eating in the room or cooking in the room, then this is an excellent choice for you. If you don't like using valet or bell services, don't be dissuaded by that this hotel has that, because you can decline those services. And finally, if you have any mobility issues, this hotel is super accommodating. Not only can you use a private rental company for your scooter, like Buena Vista Rentals, you can also rent strollers there, but the hotel itself was super accommodating. One of our party members had difficulty getting up and down with her mobility, and we called the front desk. They brought devices that they had available to us and discreetly and respectfully put them in place and made our trip so much more enjoyable. Now, who do I think this hotel might not be a good fit for? Are you kidding? I think it's for everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I can think of some reasons why someone might not want to choose this hotel. All right, so if you're not really a Marriott user, this might not be your best hotel. If you don't care about deluxe amenities and getting in early or using the extended evening hours that you get with your deluxe, this might not be good for you. If you are spending most of your time at Magic Kingdom, this might not be your best hotel because it is one of the most difficult to get to with the Disney transportation. If you're traveling with a large party, if you're traveling with extended family, or you're traveling with teenagers, or you're traveling with young children who need their own space with, their own bedroom with a door that closes or an extra bathroom, this may not be your best option. If you're staying on an extended trip where you feel like you're going to need your own bedroom or space where you can close your door and get away and take some quiet moments, this may not be your best option. It may not be a good fit for you. If you are trying to be budget conscious by staying in a cheaper hotel, or if you're trying to or also trying to eat out less, trying to cook in the room, you need a large refrigerator, this is not your best option. It may not be a good fit for you. However, all in all, I think this is a hidden gem, underrated. My husband and I, we're so glad that we found it. We stay here all the time. It is truly home away from home. Okay, that's the end of this big adventure. Let us know what you think in the comments section and what you'd like us to do next. Please like and subscribe. Bye.